What up, y'all? This is Justin Muzack. You are now tuned into Hot Takes, where I give y'all my honest opinions about what's going on in the music industry. And this week, I wanted to ask y'all, do you think the art of DJing is in a state of emergency? Now, following up on last week's episode when I asked, is celebrity culture on the decline? I talked about Diddy's cases, his allegations, stuff like that, and just cancel culture as a whole, and how that's been slowly affecting how we view celebrities and stuff like that. Now, everyone's wondering who is on the Diddy list, who is going to be a part of this RICO case, and what have you. Now, I'm not an attorney, so we won't get into all the legal matters. But one thing that I am qualified to speak on is DJing. If you don't know, I'm a radio DJ. I also DJ here in Los Angeles. I'm part of the DJ community. And this is a common conversation that we as DJs have among each other when people get canceled. And this Diddy list has most of us shook in the sense of who could potentially be on it. Because let me tell you, as a DJ who's been in the scene for 6 years, I have seen us not be able to play R. Kelly. Certain places you cannot play Chris Brown. Certain places you cannot play Michael Jackson. Certain places you cannot play Kanye West. And the list goes on. Now, I'm a well-versed DJ. I just don't solely play hip-hop and R&B. But the thing is, there were a lot of different entertainers who went to the Diddy parties, and musicians, most importantly, because obviously Diddy is a music mogul. So there's a lot of different people in music and entertainment as a whole who attended these parties. Now, it's the worst when people get canceled. And I'm not saying that they're not justified in getting canceled, because most of the stuff people got canceled for, I agree. I can't even listen to R. Kelly the same, and that's just me. And he had a lot of records that I loved before, his allegations were actually proven to be true. But it gets harder when more and more people are getting exposed. I've had conversations with DJs where on the side of their tracks, whether they're uploaded and organized in Serato or Record Box, they have notes on the side that say Diddy is only in the intro. He only has ad-libs. He only has this and that. Shout out to my guy DJ Paper. He literally uses Serato stems to take out Diddy's vocals for certain songs. And that's where we're at. So imagine if you're an open format DJ, and if you don't know what that is, that means that you can spin pretty much any genre of music and you can blend it in and do a nice 4 to 5 hour set. If this list comes out and a lot of your favorite musicians, a lot of our favorite musicians are on this list, what are we about to play? What are we about to play? And also, we're in an era where remixes and edits are huge. Like, when I play house, one of my favorite songs to play is Ferrari, and it's by James Hype. But he samples I Need a Girl Part 2 by Diddy and Usher's in it. And it's wild to think that that's the record. And it's, man, what are we about to do? The other thing too is another record I like to play is I Don't Want to Know, and that's by an artist named Silius. What's a trip too is that The Weeknd and Metro Boomin sampled that same record, and it went like triple platinum? It definitely went platinum. It was a hit, but we're also in an era where people are sampling the 90s and the 2000s more than ever. You look at the Sunshine record that they sampled from Lil Flip. It was Jhené Aiko, Pop Smoke, Tyga. Literally, OGZ and Sweetie sampled PD Pablo's Freak-a-Leak for Geek-a-Leak and My Type. And even Burna Boy sampled Brandy Sitting on Top of the World for his version of Sitting on Top of the World. And the list goes on of how many artists are sampling the 90s, sampling the 2000s, sampling other genres too. And like I said, even talking about paper and using Serato stems, people are doing mashups, people are doing live remixes and all that. And if you don't know what stems is, it's basically a program where you can literally filter out different elements of songs. You can solo them out. You can solo drums, you can solo melodies, overall instruments, vocals, you name it. So people are doing this live. And it makes me wonder because a lot of electronic music, EDM as a whole, house, drum and bass, you name it, they sample not only just hip hop records, but other genres. So what is that going to mean if a list of great musicians who might be a part of this RICO case, who might just be on the list and people might feel some type of way? Makes me personally nervous. What are we about to do? Another thing that's really raised my concerns too is DJing is slowly going back to the essence. If you don't know, hip hop started in the late 70s in the Bronx. Big shout out to DJ Kool Herc. And they used to extend break beats. So these were the drum parts or drum solos of soul records, and they would extend them by playing one record on the one and then another record on the two, and they would extend them, and then the MC would get on the mic, get the crowd going, and slowly the birth of hip hop took place. It was happening outside, parks, house parties, backyards, wherever two turntables, a mixer, and a microphone could be, people were doing that. And it spread, and now it's a global phenomenon, and it's allowed for people like me to have a platform in it, which, thank you, DJ Kool Herc. Now, a lot of people are doing that in light of the economy, inflation, what have you. It's expensive to go to the club these days, to go get a section, to get bottle service. So what you're seeing a lot of times what these big time DJs are doing, they're doing sets and throwing parties in their apartments. They're doing it in the parks. They're doing it in the backyard. I mean, LaRussell isn't a DJ, but he's doing backyard residencies where he's cutting a deal with somebody who has a backyard and throwing a show. And there's other DJs around the world who are doing boiler room style parties that are themed. Sometimes it could be different artists, different eras, different genres, but for the most part, they're doing it where it's very community based. It's very intimate, and it feels inclusive but exclusive all at the same time. Now, what's gonna happen, because there's a lot of early 2000s parties out there. There's a lot of versus parties that are there too, where they'll take two artists and one artist is playing Bruno Mars, the other one's playing Justin Timberlake. I even participated in a silent disco several years back where it was R&B versus trap, 90s versus 2000s. What's gonna happen if a lot of these artists are on that list or catch federal charges? What are we about to do? Because again, we're very much in a remix culture. This TikTok era, a lot of reasons why stuff rings off is because people are flipping and speeding up certain stuff and it becomes a thing. And you're also on Instagram, you're seeing it on people's posts and all this other stuff. So what's gonna happen if a lot of our favorite artists, no matter what the genre is, they're on that list? What are we going to do? It's gonna make my job as a DJ that much harder. It's gonna make your life hard as a person who likes to go to events or parties. So, I ask, is the art of DJing in a state of emergency? I think, yeah. If it really turns out to be as big as some of these attorneys are saying, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. But will it be justified? More than likely. I might need to hang it up as a DJ, but if y'all help us, I could just be a content creator or a host full time. But I always DJ. I love playing records and I love playing up and coming artists too. But let me know what you think in the comments. I always enjoy reading the feedback, going back and forth with y'all. But as always, I'm Justin Muzack, reporting live from Justified Media. This is Hot Takes. I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.